Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining in. We are waiting for more people to join.
Hello, everybody. So, the sequence for the first five presentations is as follows. The first team is Green Blueprint. Next in the line is Nature's Champions, followed by Wildlife Wonders, then Eco Architect, and then Flora Fusion. These are the first five teams for presenting their task. All the best for your presentation.
Robert Swan truthfully said, "The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it."
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aryan, and along with me are Sukhman, Snehi, and Swarnim. I'm excited to host today's workshop. On behalf of the Setu 2024 team and Little Scholars family, we extend a warm welcome to all our participating schools, respected teachers, and students.
We would also like to give a special welcome to our esteemed principal, Ms. Shikha Gautam, our visionary founder, Mr. Pankaj Bhalla, a beacon of wisdom, Ms. Manjula Arora, our dedicated mentor, Mr. Manish Sharma, and our devoted guide, Ms. Aarti Kundra.
As many of you know, Setu is more than just an event, it's a movement. Our mission is to empower young minds like yours to think critically about the environmental challenges that shape our world and develop a meaningful solution.
With this in mind, we have been organizing various workshops leading to the grand finale where all your hard work will come to fruition.
In our last workshop, we delved into task 1, focusing on land use and initial impressions. Today, we are moving forward with reviewing task 2 and task 3, which were describing the land's ecological state with additional inputs from your team. And each team was asked to observe and record at least 5 different wild elements in their selected areas. These tasks are to be presented together in 5 minutes.
So, without further ado, we now hand over this session to our expert panelist, Mr. Ram Narayan, an esteemed ecologist and climate change educator who will guide us in understanding these vital tasks. We look forward to hear your thoughts, sir. Ram, sir, are you there?
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Can you please try to join again?
Teams, we are just looking forward to this, and thanks for your patience. All right, then I assume we should start with the presentations. The first team in line for the presentation is Team Green Blueprint. Green Blueprint, are you there?
Yes.
Green Blueprint, are you there? Oh,
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Green Blueprint, you can start with your presentation.
This, excuse me, the screen sharing is disabled.
all right, we're just looking into this.
I hope now you have got the control.
Yes.
Can I start?
Sure.
Okay. A very good afternoon to everybody. We are Team Green Blueprint, and today we are going to show you our presentation of tasks second, third, and fourth. So firstly, we will show you our presentation of task second and third. So we have merged these two tasks together. This is about the land environment of the area which we have taken. Can we display the next slide, Mukund? If I talk about the location and coordinates of the area, coordinates are 29 degree 1229 north, 79 degree 157 degree east. Location near Pathri Nadi. Properties of soil. The pH is 8, which is alkaline. TDS 240 ppm parts per million. Water level 20 to 25 feet, first level of water. Microbial content, reduced microbial presence. Moisture 70%.
Now
Devesh,
we will Now we will talk about the types of fauna, the types of flora that were in the area but have gone extinct due to some reasons. Samal tree, bamboo, banyan tree, peepal tree, shisha tree, and mulberry.
Now, these are the types of fauna which are extinct due to the climatic change. Earthworms, snake, little crabs, monitor lizard.
so this was all about the presentation of task second and third. Now we can display the second presentation.
So, team, I don't think so. You'll include your task for presentation in this session.
Okay, this will be in the next.
Yes, this will be included in the final presentation, which is going to happen on 2nd October.
So, okay.
I assume you're done with the presentation of task 2 and 3?
Yes, we
Yes.
have done.
All right. So, Ram sir, are you able to say anything currently?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for these technical glitches. So I've joined from a second device, and okay, nice presentation. Interesting that you all examined the soil properties. Uh, I, w- I would like you in your final presentation to say where you sourced this data from. Did you do it yourself or did you ask somebody? Second is when we are talking about soil, you may also want to add to that what the soil looked like. Did it have leaf litter? Did it have humus? Uh, uh, and things like that. And you mentioned that earthworms were extinct. So how did you arrive at that particular conclusion? Because earthquakes are very hidden creatures. They don't normally show themselves easily. You have to dig deep or you have to dig in moist places. So yes, interesting. And in your next presentation, please try and explore these biodiversity elements with one qualitative comment for each, or scientific or qualitative. Just saying Samal bamboo is not enough. Just explore a little bit about that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So the next in the line we have Nature's Champion. Team, are you ready? Nature's Champion, are you ready? Is Nature's Champions
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maitri Tiwari and I am from Nosga Public School. Our team name is Nature's Champion. So today we are going to present our task 2 and task 3. So let's start our presentation with the index. These are the topics of our task 2 and task 3.
The things which are not understood by us. We use falling of the resources to understand it, such as iNaturalist, school gardener, senior students and teachers, and local people.
So, this is our first topic, which is land environment. There were some watery puddles over there due to rain. There were around 2 to 3 big trees and small saplings over there. We saw shrubs, commonly known as curry plants. Its scientific name was Lantana camera. There were bushes in the field. The grass was, the plot was full of grasses and trees. The most common weed over there was Gajar Khas. Its height was about 15 centimeter long. We
अबे
saw both,
आज की तूने क्लास ज्वाइन कर ली मुझे काम भी करना है, अंडे का काम देख कर आओ अंडा होगा अभी
we
हाँ
both we saw both the combinations of the land, which was dry and muddy. We saw many small organisms,
स्कूल आ जाना तब बता दी ठीक है
birds, birds flying and sitting over there. There were so many leaves on the ground and even on the fields. There were so many twigs fallen over there.
These are some of the organisms seen by us. We see bright green colored fern, a ridge gourd commonly known as story, and a brown umbrella like structured mushroom.
We saw other plants like mango plant, whose scientific name is Magnifera indica, carrot weeds, curry plant, whose scientific name is Latina camera.
Documenting biodiversity. We found green color frog, a yellow bright millipede, and red, a grass some roaming from here and there. We saw seasonal vegetable. We saw some trees like Ashoka tree, mango tree, and kuri. There we saw a tree which is locally known as lantana camel. It have beautiful yellow orange flowers and fruit. We saw snail shell lying on the field. There were so many beautiful flowers which were lantana camera spread over the ground. We took the help of the iNaturalist, Google Lens, our school teachers, our school gardener, and surrounded peoples to know about the plants and the organisms. We took the help of a book which is known as G. Haridas of 9th class. We saw fungi and algae stuck on the wall. These were some organisms which we took. First, grasshopper. Its local name is stick. Its English name is Oriental Long-Headed Locust. Its scientific name is Ecrida snake. Its description is they are either green or brown. These are some classifications. Its uses. Grasshopper control the pest population. For flow in Japan, grasshoppers are seen as god of agriculture and a symbol of good harvest.
We saw a thousand lagger. It is locally called the millipede. Its scientific name is Harfefe hydenia. Its classification and descriptions are given in the slide. It is used it is used for the good soil health, and it believes that it symbolizes the transformation of the spiritual growth, and it is used as a healing medicine also.
Now, here is a cricket. Its common name is house cricket and its scientific name is Acater domesticus. Its description is the house cricket is typically gray or brown in color. In the right side, you can see the classifications, and upside of it, we have used iNaturalist app to classify the cricket. The uses of the cricket is it is an edible insect, a floor. In Brazil, the song of a cricket is believed to be a sign of impending rain.
We have seen there some bagula, commonly known as medium egret, whose scientific name is Erdea intermedia. They they prefer to hunt in fresh water. We have taken we have taken help from iNaturalist app. Its uses are this bird helps to regulate the environment. In Egyptian, egrets are associated with harmony. In Hindu mythology, the intermediate egret is associated with goddess Saraswati.
It is the largest frog of the India. Its locally name is Indian bullfrog, and its scientific name is Holplobacterus tigrinus. Its descriptions, habitat, and classification are given in the slide. It is used to reduce the production of the mosquito. It believes that Indian bullfrog can bring a heavy rain. It presents or indicates a healthy environment of the of the region.
Now, here we have written relation of chosen organism with the land. The organism which we have chosen play a vital role in maintaining healthy ecosystem. As we know that the grasshopper eats grass, the frog eats the grasshopper, and the frog is eaten by the snake. By maintaining this balance, the food chain ensures healthy grass growth, regulate insect population, sustain energy flow.
Thank you for giving your precious time to us and see our slide.
Thank you. Very comprehensive presentation. Lots of data, lots of interlinkages. So very well done. Excellent. I did have one or two questions. Did you really count the 1,000 legs on the millipede?
No,
That's
sir.
one.
No, sir.
Yeah.
But it is in the locality. It is called that it has 1,000 legs like that. That we have said.
Okay. And what is it called in the local language?
It is in the locally called in my region is called dhola, but in the English name it is called millipede.
Okay, so you took it from the English name. Acha. I thought that maybe it was from the local name as well. Okay, nice. And you all also mentioned the bagula. And so, do you know why it is? You say it's a freshwater bird, and then you also say it is found on your plot. So, do you know what it is eating on your land?
Actually, it was eating the earthworms.
Interesting. Yeah. Most likely it was going for the bullfrog also. So, the bullfrog has a lot of enemies out there. Anyway, well done, a really good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your inputs. And thank you, Team Nature's Champions. Now, I would like to call the Team Wildlife Wonders to present their tasks. Team
I think
As I know, the best hope for any species on Earth today is that some group of people will love them. Good afternoon. We Wildlife Wonders. We Wildlife Wonders are here to present our work on effects of climate change on biodiversity.
Next slide, please. We selected land at Panchvati Estate located on Gangapur Road, Rudrapur, which is approx 400 meters away from our school. We have done 10 by 10 meters marking of the plot as directed to us by Ram Narayan sir to study the biodiversity. The land is a semi-developed vacant place now and was perfect and safe for our study.
Next slide. Our land is located Our land is located at a longitude of 79.4044 degree east and latitude 28.9935 degree north and at a altitude of 230 meters above the sea level.
Summers are typically hot and can be quite humid. The monsoon season brings significant rainfall. July is the wettest month. The coldest month is January. Winters are mild and relatively dry. We did our study in the month of August and September. It is the time of retreating monsoon. The weather we observed was hot, humid, and sometimes rainy.
We have visited the land thrice. On our first, we have done the markings of the plot and saw birds and insects like butterflies, dragonflies, worms. We also found stones, weeds, bricks, and a hand pump.
We observed mostly green leaves and plants were eaten by the worms. We have interacted with the caretaker and a local lady.
Before documenting everything, we showed pictures taken to our teachers, school gardeners, guards, didis, so that we could collect maximum information about insects and plants. These were the species of plants and insects that we studied.
The first species we studied are butterflies. This is a medium-sized common leopard butterfly whose scientific name is Plantha plantha, whom we generally call orange butterfly. It belongs to insecta class of Phylum Arthropoda, the kingdom of Animalia. Its life is around 30 days.
It is a plain tiger butterfly. A medium-sized butterfly belongs to the Nani subfamily of brush-footed butterfly. The wings are brownish orange with black spots. The bodies of adult are about 23 millimeter long and their antennae are about 12 millimeter long.
Another beautiful butterfly we found was the mottled known for its camouflage feature. The body can vary, but only around 30 to 40 millimeters. It also belongs to class Insecta, family Sporidae. Genus is Opsidia.
This is western golden darlet. This species is known for its vibrant coloration. It is a small apple green damselfly with olive green eyes and blue-tipped yellow tail. They belong to the class Insecta suborder Zygoptera, which means combined wings.
It is scarlet skimmer or ridoma skimmer. Is a species of dragonfly. The male is red, the female is light brown in color. They also belong to class Insecta. Its subclass is Pterygota, which means winged.
Santa, Santa Maria feverfew or carrot grass, scientific name is Parathenium styroforae. The plant produces allopathic chemical, causes pollen allergy. It is a vascular plant, belongs to dicot flowering plants.
It is stonebreaker tea, commonly known as amla. It is an herb that is used for kidney stones. It belongs to the kingdom Plantae that division Tachyphyta.
This plant is Tridex procumbens, commonly known as foot butter or Tridex crazy. It is a species of flowering plant in the family Asteraceae, which means raising like rays. It is best known as widespread weed and pest plant.
Next slide, please. It is a species of plant in the nightshade family Solanaceae, which means round in shape, native to Chile and Peru. Cape gooseberry fruits can be eaten fresh or cooked and are used for making jams, chutneys, and sauces.
Another medicinal plant, commonly known as asthma plant, is a plant tropical weed.
It is widely used in traditional herbal medicine for asthma, skin problems, and hypertension. It also consumed in herbal tea for dengue, fever, and malaria.
The common name for the genus Trilophidia is carnate locust. It has camouflage property to hide itself in the stones and rocks. They belong to insecta class and grasshopper family.
Took us long to search these rusty millipedes, which we earlier confused as American giant millipedes. We found these millipedes in large number on first visit, less in number on second, and did not find any on third visit.
We have found this big spider known as wolf spider of family Lycosidae. They are named for the wolf-like habitat of chasing and punishing upon prey. Wolf spider are dark brown. Wolf spider are noted for their running speed. We are lucky to find it as it was cloudy that day.
Next. Now here we are seeing drawing and creating some word charts. These are the drawings made by us. Here are some word charts made by our team.
On the behalf of our team, I would take this opportunity to thank Team Setu, Ram Narayan Sir, and Little Scholar School for giving us the opportunity. Our knowledge tree enhanced, and we have come much closer to the nature. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Wildlife Wonders. Another excellent presentation. I really liked how you explored different biodiversity elements and also described the land and your interaction. Particularly, you're mentioning that you went 3 times and how you saw different things. And I think that you would realize that your description of the timeline for millipedes is exactly why you need to keep going back to a particular place. First time you saw a lot of millipedes, the next time there were few, and the third time there were less. So, which leads to a question as to what changed. Why did the millipedes disappear? So, very good presentation. If you could also add in your final note where you got the weather data from, because it's quite interesting to know how you accessed weather data and how you analyzed it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your insights and team for your presentation. Now I would like to call Eco Architects to present their presentation. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so the floor is yours.
Good, good afternoon, everyone. This is the team Eco and uh, and this is the topic built biodiversity. We have concluded five elements in painted grasshopper cricket analysis.
Excuse me, team. Your voice is very cracking, and as well as the presentation is not visible.
Visible now.
No.
Let me share the screen. Is it visible now?
The team, it is not visible. It is visible.
Excuse me, ma'am. Okay. So and this is our biodiversity. We have concluded elements in grasshopper
Excuse
cricket
me, sorry,
and
but
little
your
genetic.
audio is not clear. It's breaking up.
Simmer, can you please just move on? Yes. Please move. We are the team Eco Architects. Today's topic we are going to talk about wild biodiversity. So we have chosen the pics of Indian painted grasshopper, cricket, Streptococcus, pepsin, military services, amnesis, lawn armyworm. It, it's our investigation team. This investigation is in our school. So first we are going to talk about Indian painted grasshopper. Its local name is Ragin tiddy. The painted grasshopper, fairly large and brightly colored species of grasshopper. These are mainly found in India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, especially in dry region. Adults are 4.3 to 6.1 centimeter long. The nape and greenish yellow with fine black markings and small crimson spots. The mature grasshopper has carny yellow and tortoise or blue strips on its body. Cricket. Its local name is chingu. Species found in Africa, Asia, and Australia. All over in India, all the states, crickets vary in length from 3 to 50 millimeters. They have 10 antennae, and legs modified for jumping. Now we are going to talk about, cricket. Three joint tarsal foot segments and two slender abdominal sensory appearance. In East Asia, male crickets are caged for their songs. Cricket fighting has been a favorite sport in China for hundreds of years. Now here we are going to talk about Miletus genesis asimilensis. Its local name is Choti Titli. The species is also known as the common brownie. This is found in India and Myanmar. It is a small butterfly, 30 to 38 millimeter in wingspan. The apical area of the upper forewing is darker than the basal area. It belongs to blue families. Now we are going to talk about lawn
The known the lawn armyworm or paddy swarming caterpillars is the moth of the family Noctuate. It is dark gray brown with a rusty string on its body. Hindwings opalescent and semi-hyaline white with a dark marginal line. These are found in warm and humid areas. They attack cereal crops such as rice and grass. The smell of vinegar attracts elder armyworm. Now we are going to talk about Streptogonopas pipsin. Its local name is Kankhajura. It is mainly found in Indo-Malay region including India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, China, Taiwan, Philippines, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Nepal. They are non-aggressive. They can live up to 10 years or more than. They feed on decomposing wood and leaves. They hibernate in soil over winter. The elders emerge in springs to make eggs.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Team Eco Architects. Nice and succinct presentation. I like how you stuck to five different biodiversity elements and explored them in depth. It seems that millipedes are very popular in the areas that your schools are, which is a nice thing. And your Rangeen Tidda is very nice. I have a question, not just for eco architects, but you'll have shown grasshoppers, you'll have shown Tiddas, you'll have also mentioned locusts, and at some place in the text, there was also a mention of a katydid. So, kindly just do explore what is the difference between a grasshopper and a cricket. They are different, they are similar, and also whether all locusts are good or are some of them also not so good for humans. The last comment I had was about millipede being called Kan Khajura. It's possible that there is some confusion because Kan Khajura is actually some other creature. So you may please cross check that. Very nice presentation and thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, teams, thank you for your presentation. Thank you, Ramsey, for your inputs. Teams, please keep in mind the time limit and try to stay within it. We encourage being in the time limit. All right. So the next team for presenting tasks is Flora Fusion. Flora Fusion, are you there?
We are ready.
All right, please begin.
The time limit.
I hope my slide is visible.
Yes.
Good afternoon to one and all present over here. We are Team Flora Fusion and are here to present our task 2 and 3. Myself, Saket, with my friends Akshat, Arush, Arnav, and Bhavesh. The task 2 was about the necessary informations of land. Our land is in the Shimla Pastor village near DPS Rudrapur. The coordinates are mentioned. It is at 830 feet above the sea level. It is an in-process land where crabs were observed, which is very rare in Uttarakhand. Trees like eucalyptus and sugarcane were found. Bushes like ant bush were seen, along with the grasses like cut grass, jealous grass, and other. There were presence of many animals like butterfly, railroad worms, dragonflies, birds like pigeons and Indian pond herons. The land has no local name. The land is owned by the chairperson of DPS Rudrapur. Presently, the land is left for revival. Earlier, for decades, it has been used for agricultural purposes. There is a water source that are streams and tube wells. The eucalyptus trees are found there. Grasses and bushes were also found. The land was muddy, but cracks were evident at few places. Animals such as butterfly, dragonfly, wasps, herons, etc. were seen. Unfortunately, there were no fallen or dry leaves, and waterlogging was a major concern due to the improper drainage pattern. The landmarks are Radha Swami Satsang, DPS Rudrapur, Rice Mill, DAV Public School, and it is located 500 meters from Delhi Public School campus. Now I would hand over the mic to Akshat for task 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Akshat Goyal of Team Flora Fusion, am here to explain my research on biodiversity. Biodiversity, or biological surveys, is the variety of all living things and their interaction. Scientists often speak of three levels of diversity: species, genetic, and ecosystem diversity. We can study biodiversity by exploration and monitoring, tools of the trade, synthesizing evidences, and building capacity, etc. Biodiversity and its maintenance are very important for sustaining life on Earth. A few of the reasons explaining the importance of biodiversity are: it provides us with food, medicines, and ecosystem. It slows down natural disaster, provides a good health, it has cultural values also, etc. Over the last centuries, humans have come to dominate the planet, causing rapid ecosystem change and massive loss of biodiversity across the planet. This has led some people to refer the time we now live in as the Anthropocene. Anthropocene refers to the time in history when human activities began to have a significant impact on the climate and environment. So now let's moving forward to our research. Please scroll ahead. We have our flora. First, we have is Eucalyptus globulus, also known as blue gum, used as an oil to treat erythrocytes, boils, sores, and wounds. Next, next we have is sugarcane. It improves the level of hemoglobin in the body of humans. Now we have bushes found near land. We have coffee senna. Its probability is it is used as substitute for coffee. Next, we have grasses found near our land. First is Dallas grass. Second is cut grass. We have found other flora also. Now going towards the fauna, we have earthworm, Polydesmida, lime swallowtail, Jununia almena, and Chilidis pandava. However, we also found some birds which were near to our land, but due to the blurriness of picture, we were not able to identify the species. Now I would like to hand over the mic to Saket for the conclusion.
We had also written an article on the food chain and the food web, which represents the importance of ecosystem and biodiversity. Thanks to the team Setu, Ram Narayan sir, and our school to giving us this opportunity so that we could come closer to the nature. Thank you, sir. This was the end of our presentation.
Once again, thank you for this succinct presentation.
Interesting that you all explored some of the scientific concepts in depth. I particularly like how you all described what biodiversity is and what Anthropocene is, and how you've tried to link it to your particular plot. Uh, just one or two suggestions that if you could also, like you've spent some time on describing eucalyptus. There is one very important characteristic of eucalyptus, that it is not an Indian plant, it is an exotic. So you should explore some of these crops and some of these plants as to what their impact per se is on the land that they are growing on. That would make a good addition to your presentation. And once again, I'm very happy to see that there are so many millipedes. It's a very interesting aspect of observation that you all were able to see millipedes. And it means that you'll actually spend some time observing very carefully the landscape that you all are in. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so the next team for presenting is Team Flora Fixes. Flora Fixes, are you there?
Yes, shall we start?
Yes, you may. AB joining you.
We are going to present task 2, Land's Environment. Before that, let me give you a quick recap of our land that we selected in task 1. The location is Karanpur, Kashipur, nearby A.N. Jha Inter College. This is an abandoned land by humans which has become a home to variety of flora and fauna. Altitude 218 meter from the sea level. The location is 2 kilometers from our school.
As you can see that this is our identified plot and the owner's house opposite to that. His name is Mr. Vijay Taneja. This land hasn't been put to any use by owner for decades and they saved it for future use for their children. This is the front view and main road in the front of the plot. There is no pond or stream, but we found rainwater accumulated near the tree because it had rained the previous night. There are 2 saplings and a big tree, but there are no bushes. The ground is covered with herbs and flowering plants. The ground is muddy, but it is not that visible because of scattered leaves, twigs, and fruits like gulmohar and guttail.
On reaching there, we found a monkey on the wall and a bird on the tree. The monkey ran and the bird flew away, so we drew imaginary pictures. Many insects like butterflies, bugs, and caterpillars can be seen.
The local names of plants found by the forest guard, Miss Radha. She was nearby.
These are the drawings of gajar ghas and bhang.
We learned some local names and English names of flora and fauna. Now let's move on to task 3, documenting biodiversity.
Our discoveries are
Here are the pictures of fruits of the hotel. We could see the fruits because its fruiting time is from May to September. This is the season chart of hotel tree. In the above picture, you can see the description of hotel tree and pictures of some mature, dry, and dead leaves.
This is Kena grass. As you can see, this is its habitat, leaves and flowers. We could see its flowers because its flowering time is from June to October. So next is an insect called red firebug. It's wingless and usually seen in black and red in color. Red firebugs nymphs go through 5 instars from 17 to 24 days, molting into adults.
This is spider lily plant. Its local name is Sudarshan, found near stagnant water. Its flowering time is July to September. It is used to treat ear pain. This is the front view and the complete individuals of the plant. This is caterpillar, oriental leafworm moth. This insect was feeding on spider lily plant. This is dark. Its flowering time is February to April. The leaves of the plant have been used as serving plates, a sustainable way to substitute for disposable plastic to save Mother Nature.
Next is hemp. That is a herb. In Hindi, it is known as bhang. Next is a parthenium, which is an invasive weed. In Hindi, it is called gajar ghas. We spotted mushroom too, which is a decomposer.
and next is black spotted frog. As you can see, it is sitting on gutel fruit. In Hindi, it is called mendak. By local people in Punjabi, it is called daddu. Local names and uses were confirmed with the help of local people. The sources were Google Scholar, iNaturalist, India Biodiversity, Wikipedia, local people, and forest guard. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, team Flora Fixers. Is that correct? Yeah, Flora Fixers. This has really been an excellent presentation. I liked your gentle presentation and also your attention to detail. Really nice. The creativity that you've shown with original drawings. And I also like the fact that you've disaggregated your observations into broader categories like plants, mammals, insects, etc. Because yes, it's important to know species and genus, the binomial name, but often sometimes because we are pursuing a binomial name, we forget what their larger grouping is. So that's a very nice thing that you all have done. And here's a question for you that you'll have mentioned hemp. Do you know why it's called hemp? And there's also an interesting fact that I wanted to share that hemp can actually be used to compete with parthenium, which is a weed. Hemp is also allelopathic. So if you grow hemp and parthenium together, the parthenium generally dies out. But there are other reasons why hemp is not so popular to be grown commonly. So these are just two questions for you to, if you have time and opportunity, you could include the responses in your final report. Lastly, I also wanted to say, I think your series of images for each individual element have been excellent. You all have taken scale, you all have taken from different angles. Very well done. Finally, black spotted frog. I think you need to cross check. It may not be black spotted frog. Just cross check with Indian bullfrog once. Thank you. Well done.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you for your answer, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Teams, once again, this is a reminder for you all to kindly conclude within the given time limit, that is 5 minutes, as exceeding the time limit may lead in the reduction of marks. Thank you.
Exactly. So let's move towards the next team. The next team is Eco Trailblazers.
Good evening, everyone. I am Pratik Bhatt of Eco Trailblazers of Whitehall School. I am here to lead you with the presentation of Task Second, which, in- which includes environment, surroundings, ground report, objects present in the plot. Environment. The term environment means all surroundings. The land that we have taken is surrounded by school walls on east. It has a covered cemented drain north. The surroundings of the surroundings of the environment includes there is the surrounding of the environment is very clean. There are many species of bird in our campus. Ground report. The ground is covered with grass of 6 to 8 centimeter long in size. There are small and big size of pebbles present in the ground. Soil profile. Soil is hard from outside and wet from inside. Objects present in the land. Non-living things present in the ground are steel poles, NCC obstacles, nets, bicycles, and vehicles. In living things, we have a diverse variety of insects, trees, and microorganisms. Some of them are tree or plant, common grass, kapo, glumower, violet trumpet vine, etc. Organisms, grasshoppers, beetle, a pupa, and etc. Now I would like to call my teammate Mac Pandey, who will lead you with the task 3 presentation.
Hello everyone, I am Mac Pandey.
Hi, Kirti Rathod.
From Team Eco Trailblazers, we are going to present Task 3, which includes biodiversity, wild biodiversity about the wild elements. So here I begin. Biodiversity. The term biodiversity is composed of two words, bio and diversity. The term bio means life and the word diversity means variety. So the word biodiversity means all the organisms living in a particular area. In a piece of land, there is also a huge diversity of organisms.
Term wild biodiversity means wild diversity of organisms. Our inspection land also contains a wide variety of wild organisms. Some of them are weeds, algae, etc. You will know more about them in the further upcoming slides.
About the wild elements. So here we begin with the flora. In flora, we have first the golden shark. Its common English name is golden shark, Hindi name amalthas, scientific name Cassia pizzula. Characteristic: yellow flowers were blooming and some green beans were there. Height about 20 to 25 feet. Next we have is gulmohar. Common English name fire tree or flame tree. Local Hindi name gulmohar. Scientific name Dernlix regia. Characteristic: some flowers can be seen also and also with some birds. It has some medicinal properties like anti-diabetic activity, antibacterial activity, antidiarrheal property, anti-inflammatory activity. Height about 15 to 20 meters. Next we have is the kapoor. Common English name kapoor. Local Hindi name simil. Scientific name Sebia pendendra. Characteristics: some insects were there. Stems contain thorns, and the thorns are used to protect the tree from the enemy. Its height is about 8 to 10 feet tall. Now I would like to invite my co-partner Kirti to elaborate with the rest of the slide. Thank
you, Mahek. Now talking about the fauna of the land. First we have beetle. The local Hindi name of beetle is Kali Bring and the scientific name is Coleoptera. And the characteristics are it was found black in color and we found it after the rain and its length is about 2 to 3 centimeter. Next we have butterfly. The common English name of butterfly is butterfly and local Hindi name is tigri and the scientific name is Lepidoptera. And the characteristics are it was found on a kapok tree. It was a monarch butterfly. It was having white spots on its black wings. Next, we have cat snake. Next slide, please. The common English name of cat snake is Indian gum snake, and its scientific name is Boiga trigonata. And the characteristics are it was found below a dry wooden branch under a tree. It was found in South Asia and some parts of Africa, and its length is about 0 to 7 to 1 meter. And the sources we have used are Wikipedia and Google AI. Thank you.
Thank you, team Eco Trailblazers. I think initially there was some mismatch in the commentary and the text, but that's probably down to internet. Once again, nice that you defined biodiversity and you also described how biodiverse your uh, plot is. I liked how you use broad elements instead of going into specific names like beetle and butterfly, and generally just to look at the elements very broadly. Only one major comment is that please recheck the names of the butterfly and the tree like Ciba pentandra and monarch butterfly. We don't have monarch in India. We also Ciba pentandra is a relative of the semal tree. It has a Indian name. Please do cross check that. And this is actually not per se a issue of your work. It's a issue of using Wikipedia and Google AI, which are heavily predisposed to American and European names. So when you do search, make sure to always include India, Uttarakhand in the search parameters. Once again, well done. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And the next team for presentation is Nature Navigators. Nature navigators, are you there?
Yes.
Please begin with the presentation.
Good evening, all of you. I am Akshita from Team Nature Navigator. Today, me and my team are here to present our presentation. So proceed with the task 2. I would like to tell you firstly the location of the land and land's owner. The location of the land is nearby Dhela River, which is also known as Swarnabhadra River, and land's owner name is Aman Kumar. Now, to proceed with the task 2, land's environment. Here are some words by which I am going to explaining our land's environment. Muddy. There were a lot of mud on the ground, on the land, and bushes as well as bushes, trees, herbs, shrubs, bushes such as Bermuda, marble grass, etc. We also saw their insects such as butterfly, spider, ant, beetle, etc. And this land is also wet because the land that we chosen was nearby river. That's why. Now, the next task will be explained by my next member.
Good evening, everyone, dear sir and dear ma'am. I, Ishita, one of the members of our team Nature Navigators, presenting task 3, documenting biodiversity. Firstly, you should know what is biodiversity. The term biodiversity from biological diversity refers to the variety of life on Earth at all its levels, from genes to ecosystems, and can encompass the evolutionary, ecological, and cultural process that sustain life. We choose a source that was Wikipedia. Species found on a land are butterfly. It has a class Insecta and kingdom Animalia. A butterfly is a flying insect with a small body and large, often colorful wings. Next is earthworm. That has a kingdom Animalia, species Postuma. An earthworm is an important part of the ecosystem. They are called farmer's friend because they improve the quality of the soil, like water holding capacity, moisture, and nutrient content by burrowing into the soil. Next is spider. That has a kingdom Animalia and the phylum Arthropoda. The next is dog. That you have seen has a kingdom Animalia and the genus Canis. Scientific name of a dog is Canis lupus familiaris. It is a pet animal and known for its faithfulness. The next species is frog that has a kingdom Animalia phylum Chordata. There are more than 6,000 species. The process by which frogs give birth to their young ones is called metamorphosis. The next and the last species is ant. That has a kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, and the class Insecta. Ants can lift 20 times their own body weight. The group of ants called army and colony. Two types of ants that commonly found, black and red ant. Thank you for your time, and this was the end of our presentation.
Thank you. I just wanted a clarification that the images you used, were they some kind of artwork or was there some issue with the presentation itself?
Sir, the pictures were
Go ahead.
So
Okay.
it's artwork.
Okay. Very nice. I like that you all have used some creative artwork to show. Very well done presentation. Again, very succinct, summarized. You all also shared your word chart. I'll look forward to your final conclusion word chart. Uh, Y'all have used a lot of science words, insecta, chordata, animalia, etc. And you'll have also shared very specific, broad creatures: butterfly, earthworm, spider, dog, frog. So if for your final presentation or final thing, if you can share how each is linked or different from the other, these five, six that you'll have shared. You can do it's a very simple exercise since you'll have already done so far. So how is a spider different from, say, an ant? Just one line difference. It'll really add value to your presentation and to your understanding of biodiversity. Once again, well done and thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So the next team for presentation is Green Pioneers. Green Pioneers, are you there? Green Pioneers, are you ready with your presentation? All right, I don't hear yes. Let's move on to the next team. Green Dream Team, are you there?
Yes, we are there. We would just request for a couple of minutes to prepare our presentation.
Then we can move on to the next presentation for that time. Nature
Okay.
Revivers, are you there?
Yes, we're here.
All right, please begin with the presentation.
Just a second. The presentation is not loading. Is it here?
Yeah, we can see the starting screen of your presentation.
Okay, sir. Namaskar to the educators as well as the viewers. Today, we, Nature Revivers, are here to present our second and third task for the Setu competition 2024 to 2025. As in the first task, we have already illustrated how we found a research based at based at 28.1756 north and 79.9879 east. We also have illustrated how we measured it, that is, by using a measuring tape. To further add up to the information, I would like to call my friend or just for the same.
Thank you, Sartak, for handing me over the presentation. Description and history of the land. Our first impressions were varied but connected. It was a surprise for all that once an abandoned area could be transformed like this. True, it is that your surroundings are what you become. From there being no vegetation in life, he planted small pots and transformed it. It was relaxing, eye smoothing, and gave a feeling of silence. Now I would like my friend Riddhi to take.
Sarthak, I would request you to kindly change the slide.
I've done it.
Sorry, it's not visible.
The slide hasn't changed.
Let us change from the
Just reshare them.
yes, sir, I'll try the same. So is it visible now?
Yes.
Siddhi, you may start.
Yeah. After multiple excursions, specifically 3 to 4 exploratory trips, we discovered an array of diverse species. The ones that captivated our interest and stood out prominently were the majestic manna birds, hemp plants, rudraksh plant, beetle plant, and wild grass, whose plumage left us spellbound. Now, showcasing the rich biodiversity of the region, let's delve briefly into the fascinating world of these species. First, Rudraksh plant. Rudraksh is a compound word consisting of Rudra, referring to Shiva, and Aksh, meaning eye. Its fruit is used in Hindu and Buddhist religious practices as well. Second, hemp plant. Hemp is grown specifically for industrial and consumable use. It can be used to make a wide range of products like commercial items, including paper, rope, and textiles. Third, betel plant. Grown primarily in Southeast Asia, the primary use of betel leaf is as a wrapper for the chewing of areca nut, or in modern times tobacco, where it is mainly used to add flavor in a dish called pan or betel quid. Fourth, wild grass. It is one of the most commonly found weeds that usually has no utility but is sometimes used in Hindu religious practices. Last but not the least, we have common manna bird, an omnivorous open woodland bird with a strong territorial instinct. The common manna has adapted extremely well to urban environments, showing its adaptation and survival skills. I would like Sarthak to please take over.
Impressions are thoughts, and thoughts cannot be spelled bound. When we first reached the site, we had varied thoughts that were all connected to each other. We thought of it as a serene and beautiful landscape, but the same as any other. But after research and discovery, we found out that Gaia, the goddess of earth, has a special place for each piece of land in her heart. And this one must be a lot dear to her. Our impressions changed when we saw the biodiversity of the land and the hidden gems it has to offer. It it is not that every piece of land is the same but unique in itself. Thank you. We would like to end our presentation here on a warm note.
Thank you, Team Nature Revivers. Um, I liked how you started off by describing your plot and the various characteristics. I particularly like where you have shared more about a little bit about how you emotionally felt about visiting the land and understanding it, and that you all made a few trips to this. I'm not sure if there was a video included. There was a snippet of a video. I'm not sure if that was part of the presentation or it didn't happen properly. I have a question and a suggestion for your biodiversity elements. You all have mentioned Rudraksh tree, hemp, beetle plant, beetle nut plant, wild grass. It'll be nice if you can share some science of these elements. It would be interesting to know that you'll have explored the scientific aspects of these creatures as well. Thank you.
We like the same, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, so Green Pioneers, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready now.
Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir, and all the other team members. We are Team Green Pioneers from Greenford Academy International School, Jaspur. We are going to present task 3. Uh, is the screen visible?
We can see Green Pioneers, kind of a square box.
Uh, okay, 1 minute. Sir, is screen is visible?
Same thing, same square box with Green Pioneers design-led sustainable written on it.
Okay, so please give me 1 minute.
Stop. Yeah.
Okay, so now I am sharing my screen. Now is it visible? And
Yes, we
amphibian.
can see. We can see.
Yeah, we visited a plot near our school opposite Pashupati factory. There we collected some pictures of 5 species. We asked our teachers, also took help from Google Lens. Uh, First, this is our first plant. First plant. So it has some yellow flowers. Its scientific name is Zephrantis cretina. Uh, the local name of this flower is rain lily. The yellow rain lily bulb is one of the easiest bulb to grow in the south. It endures the weather well from hot dry summers to unexpected cold weather in the south. Now, another plant we found on our land is Parthenium hydroporsus. It belongs to the family of Astroca. The pollen grains and roots of this plant causes various allergies like contract dermatitis and hay fever, asthma, bron- bronchitis. It is an invasive species. Its local name is Congress grass. Over to Niharika.
We found an amphibian also. Its scientific name is Anaxyrus cognatus. We found this toad in small size. Its overall color is olive with pale gray brown. It has the dorsal area. The belly is white and really have spots. Its habitat include short grasses, agriculture areas, and open floodplains. The toads burrow underground about 15 to 55 centimeter during hot and frost line during late summer. Over to Dev.
We also found a
Cannot hear you.
uh, Dev is not here, so I can continue. We also found a fly. Its scientific name is Zygoptera. Its local name is Dem's fly. There is a mistake, so there is a local name not found. When we found that Dem's fly, we thought that it is a grasshopper. But when we searched on Google Lens, we found that it is a grass. It is not a grasshopper. It is actually a Dem's fly. It's similar to dragonfly, but usually smaller and similar body. It has 4 wings and are almost identical in size and shape and in vine patterns. There we found a reptile also. Its scientific name is greenhouse millipede. Its local name is garden millipede. It is not an insect but an arthropods, which are invertebrates with segment bodies, jointed appendix, and exoskeleton. We try to click pictures from different angles. See, see the pictures from the different angles we tried. And these are the web pages through which we got the information that we can't find from our locals and teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Green Pioneers. Interesting presentation. I just wanted to say that some of the names that you have got are incorrect. Like the frog is the Anaxyrus cognatus is an American frog. It's interesting how y'all didn't recognize an insect, and then when y'all use Google Lens, it told you that it's a damselfly, dragonfly, damselfly. They are related, and that you recognize that it is different from a grasshopper. That was your initial assessment. Similarly, you'll also said that millipede is not a reptile. That's interesting, and you'll also said it's not an insect, but an arthropod. So these are some questions for you. How is an insect different from an arthropod? That is one question. The second question is, how is a damselfly different from a grasshopper? These are two things that you can pursue. What I recommend, not just for your team, but for all other teams, is that whenever you all use Google search, always ensure that you look at where the data is coming from. If you just do a simple Google search for Anaxyrus cognatus, it will immediately tell you that it is a frog or a toad that is found only in North America. So that should instantly give you a warning that the data you have is slightly incorrect. Good presentation, and you can follow up with some of the thoughts that I've given you.
Damselfly and grasshopper are different in many ways, including their habitats, diets, and life cycles. Damselfly are found in dam forest, wetlands, near freshwater sources like pond, lakes, and rivers,
Yeah,
whereas
yeah, it's
grasshopper.
it's yeah, yeah. I don't mean for you to answer it here. I mean for you all to add that to your
Okay,
final
sir.
note and presentation.
Okay, sir. Now I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
All right, so Green Dream Team, are you there?
Yes, we are ready.
Please begin with the presentation.
So please give us a couple of minutes to just present our screen. So is the screen visible?
Yes, I can see your PPT.
Namaskar and a very good evening, sir. We are here, Green Dream Team, here to showcase our Task 2 and Task 3, that is the land's environment and documenting biodiversity. The biodiversity of the land. There were herbs. We found mainly herbs like tulsi and neem, which were not planted purposely but were found growing. Animals and insects, like we found the insects like caterpillars, mosquitoes, butterflies, and animals like cows which were grazing the grasses grown there. Here are some of the pictures of the land that we took for inspection. The pictures are of the neem leaves, the cow grazing the wild grasses, the trees, and the other common insects found here. Going further with exploring the biodiversity, we mainly noticed that there were miscellaneous insects, but not diverse variety of animals. Hence, we concluded that insects are common to be found, which means they are not that habitat specific and can be found in different environments because they have the ability to grow, to mature, to reproduce in different environments as well as compared to the animals. The flora of the land was full of wild grasses, which were mainly weeds, and many cows were grazing them. They were mainly short-heighted plants, but tall grasses. Since the land was barren for years, it became a home to biodiversity. Introducing you to task 3. The third task slide to be shown, please.
the third task. Now, introducing you to task 3. The wild animals, mainly the insects we found were the vibrant butterflies. The common banded peacock is a vibrant butterfly native to Asia. Recognized for its striking colors and unique banded patterns, it inhabits forested areas and mainly barrenlands. The caterpillars blend well into their surroundings, providing excellent camouflage from predators. Beetles are insects that form the order Calopodra in the superorder Holometobola. Their front pair of wings are hardened into wing cases. The grasshoppers, some grasshopper species are found in dry and barren areas as we found them, and where they can survive on sparse vegetation or organic matter. Mites are some species of mites are capable of surviving in extreme environments, including the barren and the dry lands, and they can also feed and reproduce. Telling more about these common insects, here are some of their local names. The grasshopper is Tidda. Mites are the Bitsukida. Beetles is Tilchitta. Butterflies are Neel Titli in the local way. And caterpillars are Sundi. The flora of the land was full of different trees, like the rhododendron. It's none other than our Buranj tree. Juniper, that's a Devda. Wild barley, that's Jungli Jong. Himalayan mustard, that's even none other than our Himalayan sarso. And thyme, that's Ajwain ke food. We noticed the fact that was these trees were not planted and neither these uh, short grasses were not planted purposely, but these were found growing on their own, understanding and telling us the fact of seed dispersal. Thank you.
Thank you, Green Dream Team. Interesting presentation. You all have described a little bit about your land and some of the biodiversity elements. I'm a little concerned that some of the plant names you all have got incorrect. The photograph that you showed of neem is very certainly not neem. It is maybe Arjuna, it might be a jamun tree. I'm not sure. You can smell it and you can also cross check. Similarly, deodar, juniper, and rhododendron. Rhododendron is possible. I'm highly doubtful for deodar and juniper. So please examine these names again and the rest of your presentation in which you'll have tried to interconnect various elements and to describe various other creatures and how they live and where they live. That is a very interesting way of looking at the biodiversity of your land. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
I just had one more comment.
Yes.
You have mentioned that you all saw a lot of insects, but there were not
Yes.
very many animals over there. So now in science, in biodiversity science, animals in very simple terms are anything that can move and has legs. I'm giving you a very basic definition. So generally, all insects are also broadly categorized as in animals, and the general confusion in common languages, we consider mammals to be animals. So you can just explore a little bit about this distinction between animals in common language and animals in science language.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sure, sir. We'll work on that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insights. The next team is Green Pathfinders. The team, are you here?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. So you may start presentation.
All.
Team, are you presenting?
Yes.
Okay, so you may start your presentation.
Are you able to see the screen?
No.
Oh, wait.
Team, are you presenting? Because your screen is not visible yet.
Actually, there is an internet problem, so I'm not able to screen share.
Please try to do it again or any sort of modification you can try.
Why don't we move to the next team and come back to some of the teams that we've missed?
Sure, sir. So the next team in the list is Eco Explorers. Is the team ready? Is the team Eco Explorers ready? Since no response, we can continue further with Wildlife Viz. Is the team ready?
Can all the teams that have still to present just either raise their hands or just type it in the chat box so that we know who is here and who is ready, so that we can save time, because there are something like 16, 17, 15, 16 presentations in total.
Is the team Wildlife Viz present here? Since no response, we can continue further with the last team, Earth Enthusiasts. Is the team here?
Go ahead, Earth enthusiasts. If you're ready, please present.
Okay, sir. Please wait for a couple of minutes.
I request all other teams that have not presented to please keep their presentation ready. I understand that you'll have to listen into other presentations, but in terms of efficiency, if you all are ready, you might just be called upon to present next.
Sir, shall we start?
Yes, go ahead. I can see your, we can see your screen as well. At least I can see your screen.
Hello, everyone. I am Jivika, representing the team Earth Enthusiasts with my fellow mates. As we have discussed, the land we have chosen that was first used for agriculture but now stands vacant. The land's conditions show its past memories. Our
We
chosen
lost your
land,
screen.
yeah, we are doing
Team, your screen is not visible.
Our chosen land is a land with greenery everywhere. It has green, vibrant bushes and golden brownish soil. The terrain was uneven with a variety of rocks. The climate was sunny and humid with fresh air and occasional puddles of water. The land had a few the land had a few signs of full bushes and wildflowers. The soil was rough and certain area due to rocks. It is still fertile and moist. This thriving place is full of greenery and present, but what about the future? Since the land is fertile and shows the sign of soil erosion, it can surely be used as agricultural land. What do you think, Hargun?
Hi, I am Hargun, supporting the TCS. And according to me, agriculture is a good idea. But moreover, if we see if the construction which was stopped started again, the land would not be vacant anymore.
Okay, now let us Now let's talk about the topics of task 3. We found many different species on our land with unique names and features like Pejevaria, a frog, Mimosa pudica, a sensitive plant, grasshopper, lantana, and Borbos inara. The land and its environmental climate forms a complete ecosystem. They have different The species have different characteristics and habitats. Let us have a look over them.
Hi, I am Srishti. Let us discuss about grasshopper. Grasshopper, any of a group of jumping insects that are found in a variety of habitats. Grasshopper occur in greatest number in lowland, tropical forest, semi region, and grassland. Grasshopper are tropically found in dry, open habitat with abundant grass and low vegetation, although some species also inhabit forests and jungles. Grasshopper typically live for about 12 months. Grasshopper are a high protein food source for human, animals, and birds. Some species contribute to pollination by transferring pollen between plants between plants. Large swarm can destroy crops, causing significant economic losses for farmers and all.
Now let's discuss about Mimosa pudica.
Team, your screen is not visible.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is.
Hargun, please start.
Mimosa pudica, commonly known as sensitive plant, is known for its rapid leaf movement in response to touch and stimuli, causing the leaves to fold and the plant to droop. It is commonly found in countries like India, Singapore, Bangladesh, Thailand, Indonesia, Nepal, Malaysia, and more. Mimosa pudica thrives in tropical and subtropical regions and is primarily found in wetter coastal areas. This plant reproduces by seeds and also commonly spread by water. This plant has economical value as well as harmful effects also. Mimosa pudica is useful for medical uses, ornamental plant, erosion control, dye plant, food source, etc. And it is harmful for agriculture pests, infrastructure damage, fire hazard, livestock health, etc.
Now let us have a look on Borbosinara.
Borbosinara, also known as the autumn brown leaf roller or rusty leaf roller, is a butterfly species belonging to the family Hesperidae skippers. Borbosinara prefers areas like grasslands, disturbed areas, etc., and conditions like warm, sunny spots, low to moderate vegetation on density, open spaces or for flying in, territorial behavior, and moisture availability. Life cycle of Bulbus consists of four stages: egg, to larva, to pupa, and then to adult. Importance of bulbous Nara is as a food source for birds, bats, spiders, etc. Nutrient cycling or by breaking down plant material. Maintain ecological balance and it is used in insect development, behavior and ecology.
Okay, our next species is a frog that's called Fagervaria frogs. Fagervaria frogs are commonly found in Asian countries. These frogs are commonly small in size, measures to 2 to 5 centimeter in length. They have a moist skin and often featuring strip patterns on their backs. These frogs are talented in living in both water and land. This unique frog species sleep during the day and is active during the night. These are excellent swimmers and can found in freshwater ponds, warm water bodies, etc. They usually feed on insect, worm, flies, snails. The Fagervaria frog breed during the monsoon season, in which the male frogs produce a loud sound to attract female frogs. Breeding process occurs in the water bodies such as puddles, ditches, etc. Female frogs lay eggs which turn into tadpoles and then become adult frogs. They are important for the ecosystem. Such species are endangered due to some factors. They provide us with the medical industries and some are used as food. Now let us discuss about lantana, a wild weed. Lantana is a type of flower that grows very quickly and have vibrant multicolored flowers with dark green leaves. They can be pink, orange, yellow, and purple. Their stem can grow up to 6 feet and their flower emits a strong fragrance which attracts butterflies and other insects. It is a very low maintenance plant, even looks great, so people loves to grow it in their gardens. It can grow everywhere, including roadside, garden, warm places, cold places, etc. If you try to remove it, it will grow again if any small part of the plant is left on the soil. It reproduces in various methods like seed, stem cutting, roots, etc. It's also called a butterfly bush as butterflies are attracted towards it, and wildwood ugly bush as some people think it's ugly. As we look for Indian names, it's also known as Chitragupt. It also efficient for humans in many ways. It is used in medical industries and hence it is important to conserve. The, la- the land and its environment, climate, biodiversity forms a complete ecosystem. The land is completely suitable for the species, insects, animal, wildlife, and greenery to grow at the end. Thank you, Team Setu and Ram Narayan sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity to us. And also, sorry for the glitch of showing screens. Thank you.
Thank you. Just give me 1 second to navigate to my notes. Yeah. Okay. So, Team Earth Enthusiasts, nice. I liked some of your graphics. I wish, since you are presenting on a mobile form or from a mobile format, this is an advice to all people presenting using your mobiles. Ensure that your images are very big. I couldn't see some of the images very clearly. So, I like that you'll have gone into 5 or 6 different biodiversity elements in detail. Shows that you'll have looked very carefully. And I hope that this reading and background work that you'll have done has made you all more knowledgeable. What I wanted to ask is one very quick question. How many of you all actually touched the Mimosa pudica plant? Earth enthusiasts?
We all have touched it. It's very interesting plant.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's a good experience. Uh, uh, Second is that your Fijervaya frog, I'm not sure it's a frog. It looks like a toad to me. So if you can send me the photograph in high resolution to the email address that you have. I'll have a look at it. The third is the lantana flower that you have shown is not a lantana flower, it's some other flower. Lantana
Yeah,
have very small.
that
Yeah,
image
so
is by mistake in the PPT.
okay. Okay. Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned about the life cycle of some of these creatures. Uh, Thank you. Good presentation, and hopefully the final presentation you all will sort out the glitches in the PPT. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Now I would like to call the team Green Pathfinders. Are they ready now?
Eco Visionaries is ready.
Yes, we are ready.
Yeah, so I think Eco Visionaries, please go ahead.
Sir, they have already
Okay,
done.
sir.
They have? Oh,
Sir,
okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't remember that. Was there something that was missed from Eco Visionaries presentation?
Sir, I don't think so. The teams left were Pathfinders, Eco Explorers, and Wildlife Viz.
Okay. Okay. Are any of those three teams here?
Green Pathfinders is ready.
Okay, go ahead, Green Pathfinders then.
Excuse me.
Yes, Eco Visionaries, were you done with your presentation?
Oh, we have not.
All right, so before Green Pathfinder, all right, after Green Pathfinders, you can continue. Let's see Green Pathfinder's presentation.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We have not done yet Eco Visionaries.
Yes, we got to know that now. And so, as we are having no response from Green Pathfinders, you can continue the presentation, Eco Visionaries.
Okay, sir.
Is our screen visible to you? Is our screen
No,
visible to you?
no Eco Visionaries. Your screen is not visible as yet.
Is the team Eco Visionaries presenting?
Yes, we are presented just couple of minutes. Our screen is not visible due to some internet connection.
Yes, your mobile screen has now come on,
Is my
and I
screen
can.
visible?
Yeah, we can see the Zoom part. We can see your WhatsApp, and we can
Just a
see your
Okay.
PPT.
Please let me know if it is visible.
We can
Yeah,
see
it
your
is
WhatsApp
visible.
screen. Not to me. I cannot see the presentation as yet. I can just see the WhatsApp screen.
Please not getting shared.
Yeah, it seems to be opening WPS Office, whatever.
Sachi, please continue.
Okay. Jai Hind, I Sachi is here from Brightstar International Academy of Eco Visionaries to present Task 2 of Setu Workshop. Next slide, please.
It's not getting scrolled.
Let
Do
me
you have to
try
put it
again.
into presentation mode?
May I try again?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Download the presentation onto your phone and run it from your phone instead of running it as a live opening from WhatsApp. We can see the presentation, the first 3 slides.
Please put it on the presentation mode that we can slide it. Yes. Jai Hind, I Sachi Rahija is here from Brightside International Academy of Eco Visionaries is here to present Task 2 of Setu Workshop. Alluvial soil is found in India's northern plains, mainly along rivers and deltas. It is highly fertile and ideal for growing vegetables with varying amounts of sand, silt, and clay. Next. Alluvial soil is formed by rivers depositing silt and clay, rich in nutrients like potash and nitrogen. Next. The crops that are grown in that field include wheat, rice, tobacco, bajra, chickpea, soybean, and many more. Next. Next. Invasive plants are non-native species that harm ecosystems by outcompeting native plants, degrading habitats, reducing water quality, and increasing wildfire risks. They spread through global trade, human and animal transport, gardening, contaminated machinery, and seeds, cleaning the clothing or traditional attire. Next. Barnyard grass is commonly known as cosper or cosper grass, barnyard millet, Japanese millet, watergrass, common barnyard grass or simply barnyard grass. The presence of high amount of fiber, iron and phosphorus in barnyard millet is helpful in controlling blood sugar. Next, Tridax daisy. Local name for Tridax daisy is coat buttons in India. It is a weed that's native to Central and South America and is now found throughout India. Tridax daisy Cumbin beans, commonly known as coat buttons, and Tridax daisy is the scientific name of Tridax daisy. Muskmelon and its health benefits. Muskmelon has many health benefits, including boosts immunity, weight
मम्मी
management,
अच्छी को कह दो
anti-inflammatory, regulates blood pressure, healthy skin, hair grow, digestive health. Benefits of muskmelon, kharbuja, and its side effects. Muskmelon is rich in nutrients and can be used for weight loss, healthy skin, healthy heart, improved immunity, and eye vision. It helps to cure kidney stones and prevent complications or problems during pregnancy. It also eases menstrual cramps. Next, Santa Maria feverfew. The local names include Gajar Ghas, Congress grass, Dhanur. It can be toxic to cattle and can contaminate their milk and meat. The scientific name of Santa Maria feverfew is Potassium hydroporus. Formasa lily, common name Formasa lily, Taiwan lily. The botanical name of lily plant is Lilium. The bulb and root are used to make medicine. American white water lily is sometimes applied directly to the affected area for vaginal conditions, diseases of the throat and mouth, and as a warm compress, pollinates for burn and boils. When we have taken all this information from Google headlines and by our teachers. We have taken some information by the land and some information by the land's owner and some by scanning from Google Lenses. Thank you. That's all for our presentation. Now I am hand overing the mic to Navishi Rastogi for class task 3.
Uh, th- just a minute. Is my screen visible?
We can see your mobile screen, yes. We can see the presentation also.
Okay, thank you. Jai Hind everyone. I am Navishi Rastogi from Eco Visionaries of Bright Start International Academy. Today, I would like to present our Task 3 PPT of SETU, that is documenting biodiversity. In this briefing, butterfly, centipede, formosa lily, muskmelon, grasshopper, and dragonfly are included. When we visited our land, we found many of the insects and invasive species of plants. These are some of them. Beginning with butterfly. The scientific name of butterfly is Drophilocera. It appears with 4 wings and 6 legs. The life cycle of butterfly includes 4 stages, that is, egg, larva, pupa, and adult. They usually have liquid diet, which they get from sucking up from flowers. They approximately live hardly 3 to 4 weeks. Centipede. The scientific name of centipede is Scolopendra. They have long and thin body with 21 or 23 pairs of legs. They usually eat small insects. The lifespan of this insect is approximately 1 year. Next is Formosa lily. Its botanical name is Lilium. This is a kind of invasive species. Its roots are also beneficial to prepare medicines. Its appearance is enormous with flowers at the top and sturdy stem. Proceeding with muskmelon. The scientific name of muskmelon is Cucumis melo. It has a long list of its benefits. It's highly beneficial for heart, eye vision, healthy skin, hair growth, etc. It's high in nutrients, so it also provides energy to our body. Next in this briefing is grasshopper. The scientific name of grasshopper is Scalifera. The diet of grasshopper is to eat plants. It ranges from 1 to 7 centimeter. It is usually brown, green, or olive in color. It has the lifespan of this insect is approximately 1 year. Next is dragonfly. The scientific name of dragonfly is Anisoptera. They have long and slender bodies with two lightly colored wings. They feed on smaller insects such as flies, mosquitoes, butterflies, and even smaller dragonflies. Its life cycle is also of 4 stages, similar to butterfly, that is, egg, larva, molting, and adult. They usually live 2 weeks, but sometimes they last till 6 to 8 weeks. These were some of the insects and plants. Now I would like to conclude our presentation with a warm thank you.
Thank you, Eco Visionaries. This is first a general comment for you as well as others presenting. Just kindly ensure that the next time you all come, that you all have all your presentations downloaded and ready. Preferably one presentation, one person to operate it, and the other people can read the text out as they go ahead. Thank you once again, Eco Visionaries. You all started from alluvial soils, went on to invasive plants, and then you all went on to describe certain plants, Tridax, daisy, muskmelon, etc. And then you had a second section on 5 or 6 biodiversity elements in which you all have described butterfly and dragonfly, centipede, which is a nice one. I'm assuming that these are things that you actually saw on your plot. Uh,
Yes,
so yeah, is that correct? Are these things that you actually saw?
yes, sir. These were the
Oh,
things that
oh,
we saw
Yes,
there.
sir.
okay, okay. So well done. I just wanted to add one suggestion that when you say scientific name, when we generally use in common language, it refers to the genus and the species, the binomial name. Many of the words that you all have used indicate either a family or an order or a class even, which are much higher up in the taxonomy. So just so when you say scientific name, you have to say what category of name it is, that it's the family name of butterflies, that it's the class name or the kingdom name of a damselfly fly or a dragonfly or something, anything like that. So that, and the second is that since many people have used or not used scientific names, this is a question for all groups, which I will put down in my end notes, is that why do we use scientific names? One. Second is how are they created? And the third is in the biodiversity elements that you'll have shown, what do those names mean? Like you'll have used for dragonfly Anisoptera. What does Anisoptera mean? Because often the name, the meaning itself gives you the main characteristics of this particular group. So with that, I'm going to stop. Thank you once again, Eco Visionaries.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so this is a final call for eco explorers and wildlife viz. Are these teams here? All right, so we do not hear yes. So thank you, Mr. Ramnarayan, for that insightful discussion. If any of you have questions, now is the time to ask and engage in this important dialogue.
Can Green Pathfinders do the presentation now?
Sure. I am Team Setu. You have to take a call. I'm here. I can be here for the presentation.
All right, sure. Please begin with the presentation. Green Pathfinders, are you ready? We have already exceeded the time slot, so it'd be nice if you would be more quick.
While we are waiting, I just wanted to say that I have made some notes and I have 5 or 6 points that I'll share with all the teams collectively. And each team can appropriately follow it up for their final presentation. Meanwhile, I just had a general question while we are waiting for the team. How many of y'all used smell to identify plants or anything like that in the plot? Or did any of y'all actually use the smell test? Like, have y'all crushed the leaves of a lantana leaf to smell how it smells, or of a jamun leaf or a mango leaf? Or, there are some bugs, the red firebug, a relative of the red firebug is called a stink bug for a reason. So I'm wondering if any of y'all actually sensed or use smell as one of the faculties to examine the biodiversity of your plot. That's just a general question. You don't have to, you can just put it in the chat box, your answers. Or you can raise your hand like nature revivers. Akshat Goyal says we didn't use it because it could be harmful. That's a good point. Uh, if you ingest, it's harmful. I think that for smelling, it's not so harmful.
Please begin, Green Pathfinders.
Yes. Is it visible? Is it visible? I'm asking.
Yup, it's completely visible.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shashwat Pandey, Green Pathfinders, and today I will be presenting the third task of our project. In this section, we'll be focusing on 4 species that were found in our school area: the oriental turtle dove, the Hessian butterfly, the squirrel, and the snail. Before I begin, I just want to mention that some of the images or information in this presentation are meant to be illustrative. They might not always perfectly match our local environment, but they are here to help convey the overall message about biodiversity and conservation. So let's begin with the presentation. The first animal we found was Oriental turtle dove. The Oriental turtle dove, or rufous turtle dove, Setoplia orientalis, is a member of the bird family Columbidae. The populations show variations in the plumage patterning and have been designated into at least 6 named subspecies. Populations in the higher latitudes tend to migrate south in winter, while those closer to the tropics are sedentary. The species is predominantly grandivorous and forages on the ground. The second species was Hestina, a butterfly. Hestina is a genus of butterflies in the family Nymphalidae, subfamily Apertunae. The genus is found in the East Palearctic and Southeast Asia. Known larval food plants are Celtis, and for one species, Trema. Another one was squirrel. The Indian palm squirrel, or tree-striped palm squirrel, Funambulus palomarum, is a species of rodent in the family Sturadae, found naturally in India, south of the Vindhyas and Sri Lanka. Snail. India has nearly 1,450 snails and slugs with the highest diversity in northeastern India, followed by the Western Ghats. There is hardly any effort in India to understand the distribution of these lesser known animal groups, despite being the largest phylum after arthropods. Alright, these were the four animal species we found in a school environment. Thank you for giving me the opportunity and also forgive my mistakes for the glitch.
Thank you, Eco Visionaries. Nice short presentation. And I see that you all have done a little bit of research on your four biodiversity elements. Nothing specific that I can say right now because you already addressed that some of the images may not be representative. Next presentation, if you can have original images that you have taken to share, it will be nice.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, thank you. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
All right then. So I guess eco explorers and wildlife viz are still not there. Are these teams here? All right. So it's time to wrap up.
The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team. Let's remember these words by Phil Jackson as we continue to work towards positive changes.
So before we wrap up, a huge thanks to Mr. Ramnarayan for his expertise and to all of you for your active participation in making this session a success. Your dedication is what keeps this initiative alive and thrilling.
Finally, a reminder about your final presentation on October 2nd at the school. Please share your final presentations by September 28, 2024 to the designated email that will be sent shortly. You will have 5 minutes to present on stage. Make sure you get the presentation in a pen drive with your backup, and further instructions will be shared shortly after today's session.
All right, thanks again, everyone. Let's keep up the amazing work as we move closer to our grand finale. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.